Wait, so you grew up in Chicago. Okay?
Chi-Town.
And by the way, if you want to hear his story, which is an unbelievable story of growing up, playing football under a different name in high school because he wasn't eligible, download the All Ball podcast. It's all. I guess it's true. We can't get. I'm kidding.
That's real spill.
No, I know it is. But the whole Tony Allen story, including his high school coach not getting him a scholarship and having to go to 2 different junior colleges, Oklahoma State, and all the grind to getting to be one of the most respected defensive stoppers in the NBA. Download the All Ball podcast. Type in All Ball and Tony Allen. You'll hear it. It's great. But you're growing up in Chicago. It's still Jordan's town, right? What did you think of Kobe Bryant when you were growing up?
I knew for sure that Kobe had everything to emulate that guy. He was next up to sit in that chair.
People forget he talked like him. Yeah. He walked like him. He emulated his game like him. He wanted to be Mike, and he did a really good Michael Jordan imitation when he was being interviewed early on.
Yeah, you saw it early, man. And if anybody can take on that task, he was fit for it, mentally ready for it. Spoke to the media well. Was always the guy trying to take the last shot, defending the best guy on the opposing team. Late crunch time, all in his face, half court. So, those are the things that Michael Jordan was doing. So, when you look at a guy like Kobe, man, and we all know the infamous dunk on Ben Wallace, that's pretty much what caught our lights, to this guy.
So you get to the league.
Mm-hmm.
First time you played against Kobe was where, when? Do you remember?
All I remember is my first actual game that actually meant wins and losses in the regular season. They came to Boston.
Yeah, they come to Boston. Lakers come to Boston. Who's on who's on the Lakers? That was Powell, right? That wasn't, you weren't there with Shaq.
No, it was Shaq there. Shaq was there. Shaq Lamar was it Shaq? I'm not even sure, man. Maybe 2000, 2004. Whatever team they had in 2004.
Okay.
And that was basically the time. I mean, no, you're right. Shaq wasn't there. 2004. I got Shaq in Cleveland.
All right, so go ahead.
But no, Kobe, he pretty much was.
So, but what
42? It was 42 points, and I had played 8 minutes and 6 fouls. I had 6 fouls in 8 minutes.
All guarding Kobe?
All guarding Kobe. He had 40-some points. I think this was right when they changed his name to the Mamba or something. And he went and fouled me out. And
all right, I can find this game really quickly. Okay, but do you remember what it was like going into? Okay, so because the first year you didn't play against him.
No.
First year you didn't play at all against him, right? So it must have been the second year, 05-06.
05-06.
Okay, so 05-06, he comes to town. Let's see here. The L.A. Lakers come to take on the, let's see here. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, you did. No, you actually scored.
He said I actually scored.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, you act like you just fouled out. You didn't do anything. You're 5'11" from the field, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. You didn't foul out. That must have been your third year. You your memory. You had 18 points. You balled out. You played nice.
Yeah, okay, keep going.
Okay, so that's
one year.
That's 06. That's 06.
That one year.
Sometimes the short term sounds like long term memory is more of an issue.
2020, man. It's 2020.
You didn't play your third year against them?
Did I?
No, you were hurt. You're inactive. Yes. So we're not even going to 2000. That's 2007. You're killing me, Allen. You're totally killing me. All right. So what was it like?
7. Yeah, it was 7.
Oh, now it's 2007. Now you're sure of it?
Yeah, I guess.
You won. You won in 2007 at home. Man,
it was the game. It was a game in 2006. You gotta find it.
All right, I will find it. Game in 2006. It was in the playoffs? In the finals?
No, it was a regular season game, man. It was.
Was it in L.A.?
In Boston.
It was in Boston.
Yeah.
In Boston, you played one time. You played great. I just read you the stats.
No, I'm talking about.
All right, we will find it.
It had to have been a rookie year or something.
Did you guys? What was his reputation like in the league?
His reputation, fearless. I mean, wasn't nothing you could give him on the court.
Did guys like him?
I don't understand. What do you mean? Do guys like him?
What was he boys with anybody? So I had Rajah Bell, who's on my podcast this week. And Rajah was like, man, when I first got in the league, no, I didn't like him at all. Like nobody really.
I'm just asking you, like when you ask that question, like why are you asking? Do you gotta like him? Like when you get on the hardwood, what the hell do you?
I got. What you can say hell, it's okay.
What do you gotta like somebody for if you get on the podcast?
You don't. But what I'm saying is, I feel like his reputation changed over time. Like he went from a guy that dudes didn't really like, you get down with, like he was different. And then by the end,
no, you can't see. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
like I guess when you a star, I guess when you a star, you gotta have this certain kind of people gotta like you and don't like you, right?
You can do whatever you want. Like I feel like LeBron. I don't know what people's view of LeBron is. I don't know what people's view of KG was. Like KG didn't want no one to like him.
I ain't worried about whether you like him or not.
I understand.
You gotta talk about what's fact.
Okay, so what's
what
fact?
he did on the court was he was a relentless guy. He didn't really care about too much of,
He wanted to be respected, right? He wanted to be respected.
He didn't care too much about joking with you, what you got going after the game,
right?
What we going to eat at. No, it was. I'm about to embarrass you, literally, and I'm going to embarrass you. Every chance you let me, I'm embarrass you. So I'm not sure what people think you got to like somebody like that.
You don't.
If they trying to embarrass you on the court, so hey man, thanks for giving me that 50 piece, man. Like that's what you want me, like that's, like I don't get it. You got to speak what's fact. Like Kobe was.
He was a killer.
He was a killer.
He was.
And we got to find that game too. I'm talking about because you just made it seem like I was.
Fine. My problem is I have the best.
Went on his phone
best studio crew.
Like you find that game, man. The one I fouled out at 8 minutes, so he won't think I'm capping, man. This man.
I'm just telling you,
He just did that fat. No, man, straighten that, man.
You can do. You can fact check. Just do the game log. Go to Basketball Reference.
Yeah, find that game.
Do game log. Tony Allen, our guest on the Doug Gottlieb Show. As you got older,
yeah,
and you became synonymous with being the grind father. When you're in Memphis and you guys are doing battle with the Lakers, what was it like?
That's a whole different. That was a whole different time because. It was more so I had to hold my own on that. It was like I ain't in the pick and rolls. I had a little help, but then it was mainly on me. I took more of the role I want to challenge Kobe. It's on me. I want this I want this challenge to myself, and I got it for the team. And that's what I felt like I was hired to do, even to come out there. And this is a story I'm telling you now. When I got signed to the Grizzlies, Chris Wallace was one of his questions and to asking me was, are you ready to continue to stick in Kobe, for our organization? Because late in the ball games when we played the Lakers, Kobe posted us up and he did had 15 points out of the post to, win the game or whatnot. And we like how you defended them in 2010 or whatnot. And we want you down here. So just by that coming along, I'm like, yo, y'all saw that? I'm thinking like, Chris Wallace, y'all saw that? And then I signed or whatnot. And each time that I was in the game in a uniform and for the Grizzlies, I competed with him like as if it was still the finals. Like every game. And I ain't want no help. I just wanted it to be me and him. Just to let him know I could defend at that type of level. You know what I mean? How would you characterize Kobe? Was he the best player? Was he the best competitor? What was it? Where was he in the pantheon? Because you told me on the pod, like, hey, like LeBron's a great player, but he wasn't the toughest guy to stick of the guys that are guarded. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to tell you before we started. I was trying to tell you that it ain't like too much you can give him. Like, you can't go under the screen. He's gonna pop you if you go under the screen. You can't. Give him baseline because he might just take off on the baseline, and you can't let him catch and shoot because he'll catch and shoot. It's like, so what do I do with this guy? All right, let me force him one way, and he gonna have to give me all his points this way, and he can do that. But it's a lot of attributes to his game that you really have to study. You really have to get on film to rewind, clip. Okay, when he spin right here, he got a head fake coming afterwards. When he step back, he might head fake you again. He might head fake you 3-4 times, and you have to be ready for this because he's a scorer. He know how to get to the line. He know how to get fouled. 3 things that's going to happen when you stick in a guy like that. He's going to score, he's going to get fouled, he's going to get an assist. Yeah. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke.
Tony Allen, grandfather, joining us on the Doug Gottlieb Show.
Y'all got that game, man?
Do we have we found the game?
What year was it?
Go ahead. What year was it?
Okay, it was February 22nd, 2005.
Wow,
Okay,
he's
thank
right.
you, bro.
He was
Kobe
right.
Thank you,
scored
bro.
21 points. Mr. Tony Allen, you fouled out with 2 points, going 1 for 4 from the field.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That hurt.
That was like a lesson?
No, I never fouled out that fast. Like, it was like, I pride myself on defense. You know, coming from,
Oklahoma State, yeah.
like, if you foul out, you getting back.
You come help me coach.
Right. And then you want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. You want to be in the game. You want to be playing. But I could have. Oh, man.
You're right. I was wrong. I mean, like, look, I'm trying to do it on the fly on the phone because my computer. We have the.
You all right, man. You all right.
Tony Allen,
players mess up.
Tony Allen joining us. Last thing. When you heard the news, what went through your mind that he passed away?
Now that was tough. See, really what blew me about the whole situation was because I had plans on actually meeting him, actually really being on a more like friendship side. I had some ideas about, basketball, the camps and stuff that he run, the Mamba Academy. I want to emulate that on the defensive side of things. Just that art is kind of been taken away from the league, and I just want to, see if I can implement that by him saying that I was the best and letting kids know that, defense can provide for your family. Defense can get you in this league. It did for me.
When he said you're the best to ever defend him.
Yeah.
What's that mean to you?
I mean, for the most part, it meant a lot. Like I said, like I'm saying now, when he passed, I had answers. I wanted to know which Tony Allen you talking about. Was it the Memphis Tony Allen? Was it the Boston Tony Allen? Like, I don't understand. Like, it kind of messed me up. Like, and like I said, I was trying to implement the camp. I wanted to do the camp thing. So I really wanted to have a glass of wine, smoke a cigar with him, and pick his brain, ask him about the finals. What was his drive going for? I heard him talk about it a lot of times. Just ask him about why did he think I was fooled on some of the plays when he started speaking in Spanish, knowing that he about to counter. You know what I mean? He's bilingual. He speak 8 languages, so I'm knowing whenever he stops speaking in English, he's trying to trick me in some sort. So it's a whole conversation, man. If you really, really, really want to know, we'll be here. I don't know how much time we got, but it's a lot we could have talked about that's in the end game. Like certain games, he'll be in a smiling mode, hitting your hand, saying what's up before the game, and that's the Kobe you probably don't want to. Like, it's tricky, something going on, but the Kobe Bryant that just don't say nothing and got his jaws locked, that's a different type of animal too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's fascinating to me because you're somebody who you talked about. Death has been a part of, your life. Like it was tough growing up in Chi-Town, but to have it affect you that much obviously shows. Kind of, there was just this, it was kind of what I was trying to say. Like, I understand you weren't friends when you played, but as he got older, and he became much friendlier. He wanted to share. He loved basketball. He wanted to talk about stuff and tell stories, and it was like a different Kobe that everybody liked.
But he never talked to me though, and that's what I'm saying. He never had no words with me. Like, he never. It was all, and me. Like, I don't know. It's just to hear him say that, and we never had a conversation. I know for sure he left something on the table for me. Like, I'm always forever. Kobe gonna be forever in my heart. Like, just from him saying that, like that's real people stuff. Like, you don't get too many real ones that do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't your your most prolific guy. I ain't your all-star.
Sure.
I'm G&G. I'm grit and grind. I get mad at the mud when nothing given to me. So you know how I'm coming in my own lane. So for him to respect my grind, like, come on, man, Mamba always gonna be the goat in my eye.
That's Tony Allen, grit and grind.
For sure.
Thoughts on Kobe Bryant? And obviously, he now wants to go back and play the 4, maybe the 5, stretch 5.
No, man, don't say that.
For the Memphis Grizzlies.
I am not available.
TA, you're the best. Thanks for joining us.
Much love, man.
All right. Hey, what up? Doug Gottlieb here. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Fox Sports Radio. You can catch my show, all the shows on Fox Sports Radio, unique interviews, strong takes, just interesting discussion on the sports topic of the day, of the week, of the month. It's all encompassing. It's everything you need right here on YouTube. Subscribe.